Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Josh Strife Hayes, and this is a complete guide to the minigame Pest Control in Old School Runescape. Pest Control is a combat-based minigame where a team of players try to destroy 4 portals as quickly as they can before a horde of enemies kill a single Void Knight. Games take between 5 and 20 minutes depending on how good your team is and the level of difficulty you choose. Pest Control is a safe minigame, so you won't lose anything if you die. Pest Control is a members-only minigame, and you must be over level 40 combat to join a game. To get there, head to Port Sarim and talk to the Void Knight on the docks, who will teleport you there. Or, open your minigame tab, choose Pest Control, and click Teleport. The official Pest Control world is 344, and you'll always find games going on. When you arrive on the island, you'll see the Void Knights. These are the good guys. We're here to help them. The small island contains a general store selling basic supplies, and also these field ration kits. They restore your hit points in the minigame, but don't bother buying them. It's a safe minigame, so it's better to just die and respawn. Some anvils, which make a great training spot, being right next to a bank, a ranged ammunition shop selling arrowheads and javelins, a rune shop for all you mages, and a bank. If you head to the docks, you'll see 3 boats, or landers. Each boat is a different difficulty, and you'll see the different design flag flying outside each boat. The southern boat is easy, the southwest is medium, and the western boat is hard. The greater the difficulty you complete, the greater rewards you'll earn, but the gameplay is exactly the same in all of them. To join the easy boat, you'll need a combat level of 40, to join medium, you'll need 70, and to join hard, you'll need 100. When you've decided on a difficulty, click the gangplank to cross into the boat and wait for the game to start. You'll need a minimum of 5 people to start a game, but if the boat reaches the maximum capacity of 25, a game will automatically start. When the game starts, the boat will land and your team will charge onto the island. In the middle of the game zone, standing on this stone platform, is the Void Knight. This knight must be kept alive. If they die, you lose. The enemies that spawn are all trying to kill this one knight. So you're not defending yourself, you're defending the knight. There are 2 ways to win Pest Control. By keeping the Void Knight alive for 20 minutes, or by destroying all the portals. It's much easier to win by destroying the portals, so that's the one we're going to focus on. There are 4 portals on this small island, each a different colour and each weak to a different combat style. The western portal is purple and weak to ranged attacks. The eastern portal is blue and weak to magical attacks. The southeast portal is yellow and weak to stabbing and slashing attacks. And the southwest portal is red and weak to crushing attacks. On easy, each portal has 200 hit points. On medium or hard, each portal has 250. All portals spawn enemies. Our objective is to destroy the portals as quickly as we can. When the game starts, all portals will have an invincible shield surrounding them, negating all damage. After a short amount of time, this shield will drop, allowing the portal to be harmed. You can see the 4 portals listed in the top right of the screen here, and you can see if that portal currently has a shield active or not. When a shield drops from a portal, all the players not defending the Void Knight should run to that portal and start damaging it. Once a portal is destroyed, all players should move on to whichever portal had its shield drop next. A good team is often able to destroy a portal before the next shield has even dropped. If a team is too slow, and multiple shields have dropped by the time they destroy the first one, it's likely players will split up and try to take down all 4 at once. This is often a bad idea. Spreading your team too thinly will vastly reduce your chance of victory. Enemies. While the portals are active, they will spawn enemies. Each enemy in Pest Control serves a different purpose and will try to defeat the players in different ways. Let's talk through all the enemies you'll face. Brawlers are the largest and toughest enemies. They will never attack the Void Knight. Instead, they'll hang back and defend the portals from you. They hit hard and have quite a few hit points. But the main problem with brawlers is, unlike other enemies, you cannot move through them. This means they can often block you from hitting a portal. Killing brawlers can take some time, so it's sometimes best to consider running around them. Because the brawler will never attack the Void Knight, if a brawler does end up near the Knight, don't worry about it. Defilers are snake-like enemies and focus on physical, ranged attacks against the Void Knight. They'll often ignore players and focus on launching a barrage of spikes against the Knight. They have a long range and can even shoot over the protective wooden walls. If left unchecked, a gang of Defilers can cause huge damage, but they're not too tough to kill, so taking them down quickly isn't a problem. Ravagers focus entirely on destroying the protective wooden barrier around the Void Knight. Those gates you can open and close to pass through toward the portals are meant to be kept closed to prevent other enemies from getting through and attacking the Knight, but a Ravager will simply destroy the gate. Ravagers will often continue to attack the gates even if a player is attacking them. To fix the gates, you'll need a hammer and an axe. Use the axe to cut a tree down, then use the logs you've got to fix the gates. Shifters teleport around the island. They are melee-based, insect-like creatures. If any of the gates are left open, then a shifter can teleport directly next to the Void Knight and start attacking them. A small team of players should remain with the Void Knight at all times to kill any of the shifters that appear. Spinners are the most important enemy to kill quickly. They look like floating jellyfish and they heal the portals. If allowed to live, a group of spinners can heal a portal back to full health in seconds. So the moment one appears, remember, be a winner, kill a spinner. Splatters are bouncing ball-like creatures. They have low defense and can be killed easily, but when you do kill them, they'll explode, dealing a large amount of splash damage to anything near them. Splatters often attack the gates and barricades, making it easy for every other enemy to reach the Void Knight. A splatter will never attack the Void Knight directly, but will still harm the Void Knight with their splash damage if they die next to them. Torches are flying snake-like creatures that do magical attacks over a medium distance. They can attack over the walls just like Defilers, and if left unchecked, can form a long queue through the gates and all attack the Void Knight together. Low defense, but high magical damage. Dealing with all these enemies sounds complex, but is actually very simple. A small group of players should remain near the Void Knight to kill any enemies that get too close, and the rest of the team should focus on taking the portals down, killing any spinners that spawn, and then only killing enemies when it's convenient. During the game, you'll see this on-screen activity bar. This represents how useful you're actually being. You can fill this bar up by doing damage to enemies or portals, or by fixing the gates and barricades. If this bar ever falls too low, you won't receive any rewards for the game, even if your team is successful, meaning if you do nothing, you'll get nothing. Rewards. If you're successful and destroy all the portals or manage to keep the Void Knight alive for 20 minutes, you'll be rewarded with some gold and some Void Knight commendation points. The amount of gold you'll receive is based on your combat level. On the easy difficulty, it's 10 times your combat level. So this can be a nice way to slowly earn cash while training combat. The main reason we're here though is for the Void Knight commendation points. You'll earn more points if you complete the harder difficulties. 3 points for easy, 4 for medium, and 5 for hard. The most commendation points you can have at any one time is 4,000, but this will take weeks of playing. To spend your commendation points, right-click on the Void Knight back on the main island and select Exchange. You'll see a list of all possible rewards. The experience rewards at the top can be bought with 1, 10, or 100 points in a single go. Buying the 10 or 100 point versions gives additional bonus experience, a 1% bonus for buying the 10 point pack, and a 10% bonus for buying the 100 point pack. The experience you'll gain is based on your level in that skill. Higher levels gain more experience. You must have over level 25 in a skill to be able to purchase experience for it. Scroll down slightly and you'll see herb, seed, and mineral packs, containing an assortment of grimy herbs, coal and iron ore, or low-tier seeds. These packs aren't recommended until you've already got everything else. Scroll even further down to see the best rewards this minigame has, the Void Knight armor. The armor is expensive, costing between 200 and 250 commendation points per piece, but it is absolutely worth it. The Void Knight armor comes in melee, range, or mage styles. Each style uses the same top, robe, and gloves, and then you'll equip a different helmet depending on which style you want. If you wear a complete set of Void Knight equipment, not including the mace, you'll receive the Void Knight set effect, which is different depending on which helmet you wear. When wearing a full set with the melee helm, you will gain plus 10% melee accuracy and damage. Using the ranged helm gives you plus 10% ranged accuracy and damage, and wearing the mage hood gives you plus 45% magical attack accuracy. The Void Knight set effect is very popular while training any combat skill, as it will increase your damage and thus your rate of experience gain. And that's Pest Control. Head on over, equip your best stuff, join a boat, and go and destroy some portals. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found something useful in this short guide. If you'd like to leave any feedback, then leave a comment below or join me on Twitch. I'm normally streaming 5 nights a week over at twitch.tv/Josh Strife Hayes. I hope to see you in game sometime. Take care.